Hi friends, I will now tell one poem which talks about what one has to do if one has to make friends with people. So that is, and also avoid some troubles. One is to make friends with people, and one is to avoid the troubles. So this poem I will read first, I will explain, and then let us see the points of grammar if any, and then we will close reading the poem together. एकस्वादु न भुञ्जीत एकश्चार्थान्न चिन्तयेत् एको न गच्छेदध्वानम् नैकः सुप्तेषु जागृयात्. So this is actually an advice which is a sloka from Mahabharata. Mahabharata, we know that there is a very wise minister called Vidura who goes and he counsels the blind king Dhritarashtra. It is a poem from that long passage. There is a long passage in which he counsels Dhritarashtra on several points. So this is one such point. So here the first line is Ekaha swadu na bhunjita. So if there is some very very tasty food or tasty thing, one should not eat alone. So the message to that blind king Dhritarashtra is, you are enjoying the whole kingdom. You are not giving anything to your own brother's children. So how can they keep quiet? In fact, they deserved. In fact, they were the emperors. They were dethroned. They were sent away. Their kingdom was snatched away by deceit. So by all deceitful means, by cheating, almost cheating. And then you are not giving anything to them. So that is what is the message to that blind king. Ekaha swaduna bhunjita. It applies even to us. Suppose you have some very very delicious thing with you, and there are a few people around you, friends say, let us say, not unknown people, of course, unknown people you don't give. So the friends, suppose, and then you are eating alone, you are not even sharing with your friends. Then what does it mean? So in fact, everybody would like to taste some good food. In fact, giving good food to others is a very good way of making friends, isn't it? Suppose you make some very very delicious thing in your house. Okay, you invite some neighbor, you invite a good friend, and then share that food, and then he is very happy if the food is really good. In fact, what they say is, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So this is an advice given usually to women, that the way to your husband's heart is through their stomach. That is, you give him good food and then he is happy. So food is something which is liked by all. That lure of the tongue, lure of that taste, sense of taste, etc., it is so strong in all of us. So one should not eat alone, because if you eat alone, it is a cause for envy. It is a cause for all jealousy and hatred. So in the case of Dhritarashtra, it is about the kingdom. Then Ekaha, Ekasya Arthanna Chintayet. One person alone should not decide on certain business issues, on certain big issues. Ekaha Arthan. Artha can mean anything. Dharma, Artha, Kama, etc. Ekaha Arthanna Chintayet. Here particularly it refers to basically certain business issues, etc. One person alone should not take any decisions. There should be some sort of group decision. That is why we have some conferences, we have some board meetings, etc. We have what is called brainstorming, etc. if you are taking some decision. So decision making has to be a sort of group activity and not one man's activity. Decision making, okay, all views have to be heard, and then maybe one or two people may be taking a final decision. So but then there should be a sort of discussion. So ekasya arthanna chintayet, because there is a cause for error. In the earlier one, ekaswaduna bhunjita, it is the cause for envy and hatred. The second one is ekasya arthanna chintayet. One person deciding on certain things, it is the greatest cause for error. Then eko na gached adhvanam. Ekaha adhvanam na gached. Adhva means the path, way. Particularly in olden days where there were no highways, no buses, no lorries, no trams, etc. People used to walk, or they used to go on horseback or something like that. They used to go in old chariots or bullock carts, etc. So particularly all the roads, so-called roads, they were both sides, they were dense forests, etc. So going alone on those paths, it was rather dangerous. So, ekona gacchedadhvanam. If one person alone is going, he can be robbed, anything can happen to him, and there will be no news about him to anybody else. So, we should have some company when you are walking. So, when you are going somewhere, wherever there is some expedition or some place, when you are going to some place, better to have some company. That is what it is. That is, if one goes alone, that is a cause for danger. So, you have to avoid that cause for danger. Then naikaha supteshu jagruyat. Supteshu, when all the people are sleeping, if suppose one man is keeping awake, then even that is not good, because suppose something happens, some property is lost, or something happens, let us say, oh, this fellow was awake, this fellow must be knowing. So that is he can be blamed. That is the cause for blame. Suppose some property is lost or somebody loses his life, then this fellow can be accused of doing some harm to him. So when everybody is sleeping, you also sleep. So that is the point. When everybody is sleeping, unless your duty is to keep a watch, unless you are trusted and unless it is your duty to keep a watch, we should not keep awake. Particularly when there are so many other people, some strangers. So that is the point here. So ekas swaduna bhunjita, ekasya arthan na chintayet, ekona gacchedadhvanam. So here, if there are any points of grammar, swadu means something which is tasty, something which is liked by all. Swadu na bhunjita means one should not eat. Then arthan is the plural of artha. Artha means a matter of business. Arthan, any matters of business, one person should not decide, one person should not deliberate on that. Then ekaha na gacchedadhvanam. Adhva is, as I said, is the way. One person should not go. And naikaha means ekaha na plus ekaha becomes naikaha. Supteshu, janeshu, supteshu, satsu. This is called sati saptami. Supteshu satsu, while people are asleep, while all others are asleep. So that is what it means. That sati saptami is used in the sense of while it is so, while everybody is sleeping, one should not keep awake. So that is what it means. So we will read this shloka again. Ekas swaduna bhunjita, ekashyarthan na chintayet, eko na gacchedadhvanam, naikas supteshu jagruyat. Okay, fine.